Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been currently 2 weeks since the last time I made a video, and this video is basically an overall update of my garden. Planted some new things, more plants than the last video. So without making another 30-minute video, we're just gonna try to skim through everything and get everything within a 10 to 15-minute video. All right, ready, set, go. These are my onions right here. I have approximately 20 onions planted. So 4, 8, 12. I'm pretty sure 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 18 onions in total. I got these guys down last week. They had no green, no, I guess you call them chives, I guess. They had no onions on them whatsoever. But now they're starting to show signs of growth. Awesomeness. Red potato. Planted this guy, I'd say last week as well. Just strictly red potatoes in here. I put two seeded potatoes in here. Right here I got my sweet potatoes. I just made a trellis for it today. Just get back so you guys can see it. Made a trellis so the vines were going all over the ground, and it was kind of hard to keep them up, so I made a trellis, kind of wrap the twine around bamboo, and hopefully they can just grow up and out. This big blue container right here is the I have 3 different variety of potatoes. So is Yukon Gold, Red, and Kennebec. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, these plants were just creeping through the surface. Now they're booming. See that? Tomato plants. I have my Mr. Stripey right here, growing tall, looking beautiful. Got 1 flower thus far. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that. 1 flower right there, and a couple more guys up here somewhere. Got my lemon boy. Finally got all my tomato plants planted. Better late than never, but nevertheless. Lemon boy right here putting out some flowers. And I have this is a cherry tomato variety. I can show you guys which one it is. You guys can see. There you go, that variety right there. Alright. Carrots. Got some kaleidoscope carrots and short stubby carrots. Put these guys down last week, and we got some growth. Try to find some of the kaleidoscope. Here we go. I think I've only tried, out of the whole almost 4.5 years I've been gardening, I've tried carrots 1 time and really never got any to sprout. But here's my pepper farm back here. All on beautiful peppers. I just transplanted these a little under a week ago. This is my orange bell. These 2 are both my ahi habanero peppers. Really excited about these. Kang Star recommended these and said they're really sweet and delicious. Wanted to give them a try. Here's that green bell that was in hydroponics. In fact, all these plants right here were in hydroponics besides this chocolate or the purple bell and the banana sweet bell right here. But we have the little sweet pepper. Still don't know the right name of it. Little sweet pepper right here, showing signs of flowering. This is the purple bell. Nice and beautiful. This plant right here, let me find the name. Oh, okay, this is another little sweet pepper right here. Tangerine Dream. These guys love rain, and this spot that they're in gets sunlight all day, so they're loving it. We have another tangerine dream right here. Doing good. And the sweet banana pepper. And this right here is just my mother-in-law's garden. She has some zucchini and some tomato plants back here. Also, she has some pepper plants in the back there, if you guys can see that little guy. All right, on to the second half of the garden. First, right here I have my hydroponic collard on the porch. This thing doesn't do really good inside the sun, but as you can see, there are holes everywhere. And I had this netting on it. I've sprayed it with neem oil, peppermint, you know, the normal spray that I would spray on my plants. And these guys are just pretty much, they don't care. So I'm gonna try to think of something or come up with a different spray to manage these guys. See if I can find some caterpillars. So there's one right there. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is the hydroponic collard rather, that I transplanted from the little coffee mug, and I'd say it looks pretty happy. Haven't lifted this up in at all this week, just to see what it looks like. Awesome. These are my hydroponic plants up here. Hydroponic broccoli. We actually I had to top the little broccoli off because it started to bolt. So, and there's another caterpillar. It's like the dark thing inside the leaf right here. That's a little caterpillar in there, so I got to come out here and spray these guys. Hydroponic cabbage, strawberries. I'm not gonna lift all these guys up. I just watered these guys the other day and it decided to rain, so I'm gonna have to Hi, son. Hi. I'm gonna have to switch out the solution again. Again, everything in the inside is my mother-in-law's. Yeah, that's what you get. Here's my other hydroponic pepper, or plant rather. This one stays in the greenhouse. It has flowers on it, but it's been this size for a while. I think I'm gonna switch out the solution and put some more hydroponic bloom. I don't think I put a lot in the last time I made this batch, but the roots are pretty good. Overall, the plant looks healthy, beautiful. Just gonna switch out the nutrients and put more bloom in it. It's my broccoli plant right here, and again I had to top this one because it started to bolt. This spring in Missouri we haven't had a lot of rain. It's been pretty much 80 to 90 degrees the whole spring, partially summer or partially winter. It's been hot and it's carrying over to spring, so we really haven't got a lot of rain as much as we should. But I topped the plant right here, and you can see the side shoots at the bottom right there. Another one right there. Oh, and right here. There's another one up top up here. So eager to see what's gonna happen with that stuff. I made a mosquito repellent that was recommended on YouTube, and it actually works. It works like a charm. So it's partially apple cider vinegar and a couple drops of mint. Blend it up, pour it through a screener or a strainer. I get the names mixed up. And pour it in a bottle, and I have it in a bottle maybe this size. Give me a second. I have it in a bottle like this, and it works like a charm. Love it. Best thing. Cabbage. I just transplanted this a couple days ago to give it a little bit more space. You can see it doesn't have the water bottle in there anymore. Collard, kohlrabi. I wouldn't say this is struggling, but it's making it. Collard plant, nah, not perfect anymore. You can see there's holes, which is fine. I've been putting 7 dust on all my plants. I really don't like to use that stuff, but 7 dust is the last resort. I'm gonna have to sit around and find another solution for these caterpillars. But here are my, before I get to the cabbages, here's my cucumber. I got this last week, and boy, this guy was maybe down here, and you know, almost out the container. Looking pretty good, no holes. I don't even know if bugs really eat these type of leaves, but it looks pretty good. Here's my cabbages out of my experiment. I don't have the bags on me right now, but I believe this is Miracle Grow and Hummus manure, Miracle Grow and black cow manure, Miracle Grow, cow manure, and compost, and just regular Miracle Grow. And it looks like the just regular Miracle Grow is winning, which I guess. But see how tall this guy is compared to this one, and then these two over here. Look at the size difference. Yeah. I have my tomato plant right here. I just put this guy in the bag. There's a lot of shade back here, so I just threw this guy in the ground because I ran out of containers. But this is another cherry tomato. Put this guy in here last week. Looks like it's doing a-okay. Pak choy. And I can't eat enough of this stuff. It just grows back super fast. But I've been going through some bug damage. Let me see if I can find a leaf. I threw one in the compost earlier. Anyway, there's little caterpillars all over this thing. I wouldn't say all over, but I came out here the other day and one of the leaves looked like it was just ate from the bottom, and the top part was just a little bit transparent, like it was dried out, or you know, it just didn't look normal. But these guys are on here, and I have to hurry up and come out here with a plan so you guys can see some of the eggs right there, right there. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, so they're everywhere. Cabbage, not doing so hot. At least it doesn't look like it. Still growing in the inside, still looks kind of green, but the outside, that's the 7 dust. It's not mildew of any kind. It's just it rained on the 7 dust, and unfortunately, that's what it looks like after it rains. My broccoli plant took all the leaves off and ate them, and they grew back. No broccoli heads yet. Malabar spinach. This stuff, I'm starting to like this stuff. The trick to eating this is not to put the spinach on your tongue, because when you put it on your tongue, you get that slimy feeling like okra, and it's not too pleasing. But it's wrapping around the gate or the fencing right here, and it just wants to go all the way around. Pretty cool. Here are my snap peas. My snap peas didn't even get a chance, honestly, to perform this year. It's been so hot, and we've had little rain, and you know the weather just hasn't been ideal for these guys. So I'm gonna let them do what they can, produce what they can, and I'll take them down when need be. Here's my kale. Another plant that's not doing, you know, too great because of the weather. Doesn't look bad, but I'm not harvesting the leaves how I want to. Green. Here's my kohlrabi and my Swiss chard. This plant's doing pretty good. Not too many complaints or, you know, bug attacks on this guy. Ate a couple leaves for breakfast this morning. Other bok choy. Here's my other bok choy in this container right here, and the bok choy is actually starting to round out. You guys remember in my last video I mentioned something about, I don't know when they're supposed to round out, but these guys are starting to bulb out. See that? See that? And the bugs have been having a feast. So I came to a conclusion that all the worms, and basically all the worms, they come out, or caterpillars, they come out at the end of May and the beginning of June. Now I've been taking notes so I can, you know, prepare myself for next year, but you see all these holes, that's all from caterpillars. At first, it before May, it was just snails and soft body snails and slugs, and been spraying them with my spray. And this is a product when you don't spray. These things have been, this is my mother-in-law's plants, and they've just been having a field day with this bok choy right here. But now I have to come up with a different solution. Got some bok choy going to seed. Wait till these things die off, and I'm gonna harvest some bok choy seeds. Have a kale plant right here, red Russian kale. Pretty good. Picking leaves off of here regularly. Dragon plants. There's my strawberries that came back from last year. I got 2 strawberries off of this plant in the past couple days. 2 more than I got than last year. Cabbage, not looking so great. I don't know if the 7 dust is destroying it, but the leaves are just withering away like that. Disgusting. And this guy right here, I forgot, or maybe it was this guy, I forgot to put in my last video, but another red Russian kale. The caterpillars, or whatever these things are called, are getting to it. Got to figure out some plan to, or some type of spray to get these guys off. I'm not too fond of using dish soap, because I think the first time I used it a couple years ago, I destroyed half of my plants. I don't know if I used too much or whatever, but that's all I got today, guys. This is an update. Hopefully pretty soon I can come out with the harvest video for you guys, just so you guys can see that I'm progressing in the garden realm. Alright guys, take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.